have now one more chance to rebut, insult and generally destroy their opponents. To begin the abuse, please welcome back the captain of the negative, Cal Wilson.
First of all, I'd just like to say thank you to Rich Hall for singing a song about the suburb that I live in. It's a lovely place, Sunshine. It's one of the few places you can still afford to buy a house in Melbourne and have enough left over to get your smack. So it's a great place to be. So tonight we've heard from the affirmative team that actions speak louder than words. Paul Foot came out and I don't think his actions were louder than words. I think they were definitely weirder than words. And taking Rich's idea that if you watch this on television with the sound down, Paul would almost look vaguely plausible. Which is both of them, actually. You're lovely, but you frighten me. Paul Foot, the world's most terrifying children's entertainer. That was very exciting with the pyrotechnics. Eddie Pepitone came out and surprised me with his adorable sort of little gopher-like look, and the filth that came out of his mouth was wonderful. He talked about ladies flinging ping-pongs from their pink bits, which were fantastic. And then he moved on to saying that women shooting tennis balls out of themselves, which would make practicing for the Australian Open a little more interesting, I guess. But it might make you want to rename it. St. Francis of Assisi said, preach the gospel at all times. Use words if necessary. Now, I think that's a beautiful idea. It's a lovely concept, but clearly he needed words to actually say it. Also, his big thing was hanging out with animals rather than people, so we're just lucky that he managed to find a squirrel that could type, or we'd never know that he'd said it at all. Ladies and gentlemen, we don't have any fancy pyrotechnics, we don't have any dancers, we don't have any tennis balls. We simply have our voices to convince you that words have more power than actions. But if you want to vote for the affirmative, that's your choice. I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed. That's fine. You lie there tonight thinking, gosh, that was a lovely debate that I ruined by voting for the affirmative. But no, I'm fine. You do what you think is right and just know that we'll always love you, even though you obviously don't care for us. When Paul McDermott does his traditional, oh my God, who could see that coming song? When he does that, he's going to be using the lyrics of songs, the words. Sure, there'll be some stalking around the little kind of dinosaur hands that he does. There'll probably be some backup dancers, some singers, but he'll be trying to make his point with words. And my prediction is that he's going to channel Olivia Newton-John and sing Let's Get Physical. He's going to come out in a lycra unitard with his hair contained in a sweatband that's going to have to cover his entire body. Let me hear your body talk, he's going to warble, and I'll reply, I'm sorry, Paul Livia. The only bits of my body that can talk are my mouth and occasionally my lower end, and that's why I don't eat spring onion anymore. I'm using my words to predict that Paul is going to sing. And if he doesn't, it means that my words are so powerful, they've stopped him doing it. The fact is, we're not all good at actions. We're not all martial artists. We're not all incredibly fit people. We can all mostly talk, write things down. Actions don't speak louder than words. Words are way more memorable. With actions, the fact is we can't all be Bruce. I'm not shattered, no matter. I'll be Dr. Seuss. The better the biting, the besting and baiting, the more that you're loving the fact we're debating. Sure, we can mime it and some of us sing, but words are the wisdom, the wit is the king. The words are the winners, not doing a thing. The more bitter the banter, the richer the ranter. We're off to a trot, now we're into a canter. We're fucking exhausted, let's stop for a Fanta. No, we're on a roll now, let's disembowel. We need an action, so what will we put? A mince for McDermott, a kick for the foot? The action is doing, the word is a verb, so we come to my team and aren't they superb? Thank you for listening, your eyes are awash for silver-tongued Richard and monkey-wank Josh. It's time time to decide now. So what will it be? The words that you hear or the things that you see? They argued for actions with words that they said. The dermy, the footy, the peppertone ate. Actions, distractions, words are the key. You might look at them, but you're listening to me. They've been a bit funny, a little bit sweary. The Eddie, the footy, the Harry McClary. But actions are fleeting. Words last when you're dead. You know that we've won, so let's put this to bed.